The mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off play action. Bryant. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They start the drive with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Rose. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
They're going to try and throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Rose. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Cook running right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. is the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rose. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football and making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. To throw on 3rd down. Rose looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They run it again with Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the gun on third down, Rose. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Rose. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On fourth down, Rose. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Cook up the gut. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rose. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Play action. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw on second down, Rose. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make...
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Rose. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rose. And he hauls Puts it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Left side, Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And off comes to Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second down, Cook.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. Rose. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And that one going to come up short, low throw. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try again with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter, both off